that easy to attack. If you just look at the champions on the other team, there is Heimerdinger. Diving that is scary. It's very, very scary. And on the other side, we have Garen, one of the most notoriously difficult champions to dive. Very tanky, deceptively, has a lot of counter damage if you overcommit into him. Didn't go for Ignite. What are they doing? Ooh. We have the typical Heimerdinger skirmish in the early game.
Yeah. You want to go fight in the early game? Counter-Strike has been used already. They forced the flash out of style, and that's going to be big for SGB.
That's an opportunity now. That means botlane can play much more aggressively. And honestly, Karma Ezreal is very good at dealing with the Heimerdinger tower turrets. As you can see, they can actually outrange and poke them down easily. So this is now where Shogun and Taki can really elevate to the next level. We already know they're amazing. They've been playing really well even when the rest of the team is inting. But if they're able to get some kills in the bot lane here on Ezreal Karma, maybe that's the way to take over the game.
Yeah, Shogun and Taki, all eyes on them because they're the ones who can turn this thing around. And I hope that they would be able to, because this is very much needed for SGB to regain their confidence during this next match and maybe run the momentum on their side until the game 3, if we're going to be having a game 3. But GAM, this is just them. This is just them matching with the Lee Sin versus Vi. I like this matchup, honestly. The Lee Sin versus Vi, they cannot kill each other really easily, but they can make value out of their ultimates.
Look at this from Froggy. Already the lane phase looking so much more confident for him. Just trading W and auto attacks permanently on Karti, and Karti is struggling to do anything. Of course, later on, he has more skills, he has more sustain, so Gragas will always be able to just farm from afar and keep himself healthy. But level 1, big advantage of Froggy, who has the push now in mid lane, has the HP advantage. We already see Karti burn through both of his potions at level 1. That's exactly what you want to do. Oh, no.
Oh, no, the bot lane got the first kill too, so yeah, as we were saying, Shogun and Taki should have been able to get that early game bout in their favor, but I think Zen was able to get a stun in. That's why they got the kill easily right there.
Guys,
but mid lane though,
show us the game, please.
There you go.
Okay, we have to reconstruct everything through summoner spells. Okay, let's first look at bot lane. Both summoner spells used from Xin, heal used from Style, heal also used for Shogun, ignite from Taki. So, there we go. Taki finds a W. It's a 2v1 advantage. Oh, there's Taki miscounted minions. It's just a miscount of minions. So Taki, they had level 2 advantage. They wanted to go for the trade. Then the enemy team hits level 2 and actually has the stun. And Taki is too far overextended. That's a bad mistake. Can happen, but it shouldn't. Especially if you're the main carry of the team, the bot lane together. So Taki with an overstep. Now we need to see mid lane again. Give us the replay of mid lane, but it's probably just a gank. Yep, there we are.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's a really good kill right here. Forcing the flash two from Froggy. Yeah, actually, and with the start, this is honestly something that you would want whenever you want to neutralize the lane with a Gragas, and once they get the kill against you. So this is a good start for Froggy at least. At least now he's not struggling.
Yeah, certainly. And he hit all the skill shots he had to hit. So already in 4 minutes, he's already had more game impact, positive game impact, I should say, because he had a lot of game impact last game. But yeah, he has had a better game already in 4 minutes than the whole last game, even if you only count all the good plays in the last game, because there were barely any. So Froggy already looking more comfortable, his laney phase looking better, and he's up now. Will be scaling a little bit quicker ahead of the curve for the usual Rise itemization, which of course needs a bit of time, needs a bit of money to come together. And we also have an advantage for Hasmut in the top lane. After first reset, he has teleport, but still ready. So he even has another accelerated reset over Kiaya, who went for the Ghost and Flash summoner spells. So actually looking pretty good in laning phase so far for the side of Saigon Buffalo.
Yeah, and so long as SGB would be able to net the skills, remember, they have a Rise, they have a Jax, they have an Ezreal. So as long as they neutralize this laning phase, would be able to at least get some kills, it's going to go good for them. Because their damage is just going to be way better than what GAM could pull out later on. Because they do have a lot of DPS to work with. But it's also going to be hard because there's a lot of CC going for GAM. So that's how they neutralize that late game from SGB. But right now, SGB is doing good.
Now my biggest question is, can they actually set up a kill on the flashless style. Instead, they getting attacked in the mid-river.
Yeah. They went in. Levi now would have a lot of damage to work with here. Froggy would just be able to run away with a face rush. But Levi is not going to be able to get another Vault Breaker in because they're already on the turret range.
Levi so much stronger than Guri right now. Level 5 already in... What's happening?
Look at
Heimerdinger.
Zin was able to see him, and Guri was able to use that already. Sonic Wave, and they have it already. Froggy is going to be taken down. Guri's low on HP. No. He doesn't need to. He has body slam. So Caddy was able to run away, but Tag is going to be here. They have the teleport coming in from Hasman a while ago, so this is going to be hard. So Zin is just going to fall down here. Okay. Hasman is going to be getting a free meal.
Guri leveled up.
Right there. Zin is going to be died. So they have another hit on the tower, and Hasman's going to get the double
kill. This is huge.
But they still going to be having more. GAM is just going to be facing with another kill, and that's 3 kills to the heads of GAM.
That's a gigantic swing. GAM took it a little too easy. They thought, okay, we dominated last game. They already started inting again, so it's going to be an easy series. But this was a bridge too far from everyone on the GAM side. Nice little push from Zin, but I think if you disengage here, everything is still mostly fine. You probably lose 1 member, but GAM played it way too aggressively. And Saigon Buffalo corralling them in from all the different sides. Hasmet here from the side, Hataki from the other side. And Guri is still also posturing. Guri actually just baiting. And look at Guri's HP bar, because he levels up here. And that makes it so that Kati can't possibly kill him. Another easy kill over to Hasmet. And they went 2 kills for Hasmet and 1 kill for Shogun. That is the dream scenario. Now this Jax is in a perfect position to actually carry this game later on. And Shogun is back in the game with an early kill as well. There's some hope, Dash. We might have a series.
Yeah, we might be able to get this though for SGB. So we have a lot of kills already on the board for them. But GAM, even with that loss, they're looking for something. They're looking for a way to make use of this loss that they have. The confidence that SGB built just because of those kills is to deny this bot lane their chance of taking some towers, or their chance to get some priority in this lane. Forcing a reaction
decide the whole
SGB.
Game. This play here.
Looking like, it's looking like they want to just deny them up this space, and they have the ultimate coming in. They have them damage to work with. Chain of Corruption to the explosive cast. They have it. Look at the back line though. Guri is trying to get something out of it, but Style is still far in range to be able to get some piercing arrows in, but nobody died, even though everybody's, or rather 4 people are there.
Oh, the tension. Can you feel it? This game could have decided the whole game, but we all walk away wounded. Both sides invested quite a few resources to get there, and Taki hasn't had enough. He wants to delay the recall so they can actually retaliate with a few platings of their own. Looking at the bot lane, the push is starting for Shogun. He's pretty strong. Kati just walking down there to defend the turret for now. This should end up with Saigon Buffalo getting at least 1 plating back. Still a winning play for GAM for the most part. But Style, he might have overstepped because he's resetting now after the spawn of the Herald already. So if Saigon Buffalo wanted to make a quick rotation, they could try to make a run for that topside objective over there.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying here. For the top side, it would be way easier for Kiaya to just neutralize this lane, at least do more damage against that. But with Kari here in the bot lane not having any mana, this is just going to be an easy kill for Guri. He does have the Dragon's Rage, could push Catty back. But look at how he survives here in lane. He's just taking all the waves that he can. He's just going to be giving these plates to the side of SGB. And because of that delay, just with Taki delaying them from recalling, they got a lot of plates out of that.
Yeah, exactly. They got 2 plates in bot lane, 1 plate in mid lane. That's 3 plates basically just off the over-aggressive play from GAM. In the meanwhile, Hasmet is just content farming in top lane because he already got 2 kills. He doesn't have to do anything here into Kiaya. If he gets through lane on even CS, he's already far ahead. Not only because he's Jax and the enemy is Garen, so that's already much better for you in team fights and in the late game, but it's also that he's accelerated with 2 kills already. So Saigon Buffalo is even content to give up this topside objective now, as they want to play for the upcoming Dragon in 2 minutes, and they want to use their resets, not overpush their welcome after getting 3 platings. 3 platings is already better than a Rift Hold, especially the newer nerfed Rift Hold. It's only 1.5 plates, so yeah, Saigon Buffalo just biding their time a bit. They're ahead in gold right now, and they didn't want to overpush, which is nice to see, because some of that over-aggression cost them dearly in the last game.
Yeah, and now they're trying to be a bit more conservative on pushing, on doing anything, because GAM is looking to find space for themselves. But look at the top side, though. This might be a kill again. With Guri having an ultimate. Look at that. That's a great flash from Kiaya, forcing the Ghost 2.
Okay, it's a flash for flash, that's fine. It looked a little worse, but yeah. The Q came out when the flash was fired, so it wasn't actually that bad. It just looked pretty bad from Guri, but it's fine, it's fine. It's a flash burn from Kiaya, both summoners actually, so this might potentially open up a solo kill angle now for Hasmid, because he's very close to his first item, and if you have Sandra into no mythic from the side of Garen, I feel like Hasmid might be able to slowly whittle him down, use his sustain, and just get the better of the Garen the longer the game goes.
Yeah, no opportunities for this Garen to do anything. He doesn't have any teleports. He wants to lane against the Jack, so Hasmid could just move around later on with the teleport. So this objective is going to come in, and I think the timing for Hasmid's teleport is just right. So this is another opportunity for SGB to just take another objective. And remember, this is going to be an ocean. Is it going to be an ocean? No, I'm not sure just yet. I can't see, but I hope it is going to be something that could potentially push them towards their objective, which is a victory here.
It's an Ocean Drake coming up right now, so not an Ocean Soul, which is refreshing because we've had way too many of those. No Hextech Soul either, so we might be looking at something more exciting over there. Look at the items coming in for Saigon Buffalo. Actually, they're hitting their timers right as the dragon is spawning, so perfect conversion for timing of items. And especially if you compare it to GAM's items, there's no way GAM can fight for this, realistically, if Saigon Buffalo doesn't make a crucial mistake. And we know GAM this season is a disciplined team. They are not going to overstep their boundaries. They know they can't fight right now, so it's a steal attempt, but very safe, and they walk away. So this is the new GAM. This is expected, honestly. This is not something that we haven't seen before. They know they're on an item they're at disadvantage right now, especially on the carry position, so they just walk away and leave Saigon Buffalo to the Dragon. But here we have another fight.
Oh, ultimate coming in. They are going to be in. Take is going to be low. Explosive cast is going to be there to actually make the kill. Dragon's Rage on the tree. That's going to be big, but look at backside. Levi's going to fall down. They're not looking at the right target because Frog is dealing a lot of damage against his team. So this is going to be big for SGB. This might be a potential here, but Guru is going to be in. Shogun is going to take the kill, and they're losing all their members. That's going to be a double kill for the side of Shogun, and 4 people are down for SGB, or rather GAM.
And that's what I'm talking about. Froggy is not a bad player. Stop hating on Froggy. He's having some very questionable games this year, but at his height, he's one of the best mid laners in the VCS, and here in this game, he is putting some work in. What a flank, and he's so confident that he can actually step up, and you know, with the Rod of Ages built already at 11 minutes, this Rise, even though his positioning looks super aggressive and maybe even over aggressive, look at his HP. You can't cut him down this easily, this quickly, and he's just buying so much time. He's playing tank and carry at the same time. No one could cut through him, and GAM realizes at the second half of the fight that they can't actually kill Froggy. They turn, but it's way too late. Now Saigon Buffalo finally in a good game state. 3.5k gold up. They have 2 dragons ahead, and all their carries are accelerated. This should be a Saigon Buffalo win.
Yeah, for sure, because their champions are just going to be better in the late game here, and GAM is not having the best day with this composition that they have right now. They're not finding any kills because this stability, as long as it goes in favor of SGB, like what happened in the top lane, that's another easy kills. This is just hard because they don't even have any teleports for Kiaya, which is why they can't even rotate for this objective, so they can't find anything for themselves.
And this is the solo kill I talked about earlier. You blew Kiaya Summoners, the now Hasmid can chase him down. It's also the mythic against no mythic advantage, and it wasn't even close. Hasmid just cut him down in an instant. So I feel like, looking at Kiaya's face cam, they have accepted defeat. They're not going to give up. We know GAM's always going to make the play and make the run for the game, but I feel like internally they've already decided on, yeah, okay, let's not troll Game 3 and just win. Of course, GAM has been pushed to Game 3 by multiple teams. Wales and Cerberus and SPTC as well have been able to push them to a third game. So far, GAM has always come out on top, has always been the ones walking away with the victory. As you can see, 6-0 in games and serious score. But maybe today is different. Game 1 looked completely doomed from Saigon Buffalo's perspective, and they changed their composition to a more standard approach, more range in the mid lane and more range in bot lane as well. or at least more team fighting range. And suddenly, they look much, much better with overpushes from the side of GAM and punishments from Saigon Buffalo.
Yeah, great start for SGB. I hope that they just run with this, just play with their strengths, just play with what's working right now. Because GAM could potentially still turn things around. Because remember, they have a lot of utilities to work with, so SGB won't be able to pull out a lot of their DPS. But again, still gonna be hard. It's not gonna be a walk in the park here for GAM to just turn things around. It's gonna be way harder than they expect.
Yeah, and one big problem for GAM's composition is that they have insane pick tools, but the enemy team is potentially the worst champions in every position you could ever play against in terms of trying to pick someone, because Karma is a shield and is very fast to run away. Shogun is Ezreal and built very defensively here, very, very much looking at sustain, so he's gonna be very hard to kill. Then we have an early accelerated Rise who's already sitting on 2.5k HP with all his sustain on the Rod of Ages too. Lee Sin, of course, is slippery and tanky, and Jax is both of those things as well. So even if you look at the best possible scenario for GAM, which is probably just stack CC and try to kill one target, that's not going to be easy in this game either, because all the targets available to them are either tanky or insanely slippery. So I feel like their win condition is just Saigon Buffalo ints into them continuously for 20 minutes, because if you talk about scaling, if you talk about just the current state of the game, even the objectives, it's all so insanely favored for Saigon Buffalo.
Yeah, this is just going to be an easy win for SGB. They just need to not make any mistakes. And this is going to be the time here. Another objective coming in. They have the TPs. They have the cease and desist on to Froggy. Doesn't have any flashes.
Nice.
He's just going to fall down with it. The Mosh Injustice.
Even though he's very tanky, if you invest 3 people, then you can actually kill him. That's good to see. That's 1 kill back to GAM and the tower on top of that. Maybe not the best target to get the gold onto, because, well, it's a Garen, and he's playing against an Ezreal. I'm not entirely sure how Garen wants to conduct himself in teamfights into a fat Ezreal, but a kill is a kill, and it's always good to see GAM staying proactive, looking for the opportunity. There's always this one worry when you play against GAM, that maybe you overstep in a teamfight and suddenly they're back. They should have lost one of the series. I think it was against SPDC, where they really should have lost another game, but it was GAM. GAM magic happened. They somehow won the game. And over the years, I've been casting VCS since 2019. This has probably happened about 30 times already. So it's definitely not something we're new to.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So if they are going to be going at this angle for the side of GAM, looking at what they're looking at, they want to just try to take down some shutdown goals. Get some shutdown goals for their players. The most resource-heavy champion that they have here is going to be Caddy. So if they are looking for someone to have more damage in the team, I think Caddy would be the potential answer here for this team. And that might be their chance here. Get some shutdown goals, get some towers down so that you won't be able to farm up against SGB, and they might be able to do something about it. It's still hard. 1 kill is not going to be making things different, but it was a shutdown goal. So that gave them a lot more opportunities here for GAM.
Yeah, but look at the itemization from Kati. He just now at 18 minutes finished his Rot of Ages, or well, 2 minutes ago.
Too long.
So that is still very far away from completing, while the enemy Rot of... Oh god, Shogun!
Another hold. Flash to the Essence Shift. They might not be able to do anything here. That's going to be a kill, but look at the top side. They won't be able to take one more. The Mosh Injustice GAM is going to be turning things around. We're just talking about this, and they just got 3 kills out of nothing there.
They can't keep getting away with this. No, Shogun, you were the chosen one. What did you just do? Ay, ay, ay. It's not, I mean, it's still a big advantage for Saigon Buffalo, but this is gonna hurt their mentals more than anything else in the game, more than anything palpable in the game. Sure, GAM got some gold, but they are still in a bad position in terms of compositions, but it must feel so bad to be this far ahead after getting stomped the game before and then suddenly losing 3 members and a tower and so much gold. I just hope Saigon Buffalo can sit back and realize, okay, it wasn't a good play from us, but we're still in a better position than they are. We should still win this game. Let's just approach it slowly. We have the 3 dragon advantage. Shogun, keep safe. Don't walk near to Levi, and we'll still win this one.
Just a perfect use of ult right there from the side of GAM. and they just play around with it. 20 minutes on the clock, and we already have 3 objectives on the hands of SGB. This is going to be hurting later, but with how GAM is looking right now, they might be looking towards a lot more here. And one mistake could potentially turn things around. And we've seen it in action a while ago. If Shogun is going to be the target every time, you won't be able to get away with a cease and desist and a lot of ultimates going your way. We've seen that. So still possible for GAM. That 3k goal lead just turned to a 1k goal lead, and that's big.
Yeah, but still the 3 dragon advantage and the composition being much more cohesive. So I still stand with my earlier point that I think Saigon Buffalo is still in a really good position to win this game. Not quite as easy as before, because they did give quite a few shutdowns over to the other side, and suddenly Carty is back in the game after being completely shut out of it. Suddenly Style is sitting on 2.5 items. So it's getting closer, but they should still be the favorites coming for this soul fight, and especially if Shogun is somehow able to stack up his Hydra and get to his Muramana, which is not far away. But Shogun! Oh,
their ultimate comes in. They have the chain of corruption, but they're looking at the backside. They're not letting them have an easy time. Levi looking at the slammed an explosive gas, won't be able to hit, and that's going to be the chance here for SGB. Caddy made a big mistake, and that's why GAM just suffers. Even the ultimate right there from Kiaya was not able to target the right one, and SGB, as expected, they should win those fights.
Oh, it was a good attempt again. Shogun didn't even have a flash for this fight, but Party with the biggest whiff of the century. I'm not sure where he was aiming at. He drank too much of that Grunkus beverage, because my god, that ultimate went to Narnia. Saigon Buffalo finally find a big fight, and the dragon is still on the cards as well, so now they have Baron for the dragon fight. But keep your eyes on Carty. This initial flank is so good from Carty, but what is that ultimate?
No.
Where was it aimed at? I think he was trying to predict Shogun's E. I think he was trying to predict Shogun E-ing backwards, and that's why you threw it there.
That was too far, too. That was too far, if ever. But SGB, that was a great way to start the fight there. After starting the fight, they didn't look at Shogun in any way. They didn't even react to what is going to happen to Shogun. They just went to the back line, and that's exactly what you need to do on a composition like what GAM has here. So SGB playing it so well, they still want to go for a fight. GAM, this is not the way to go, and SGB is looking towards them. They might be able to go for something here. They want to get the kill onto Hasmid. He's still close to his teammates. So GAM is not going to be committing anytime soon. They have the Aurelius pop in. Hasman is going to go to the back line. He might be able to do some damage. Style is still alive, but they're not going to be surviving anymore. SGB is just taking over. Hasman is going to be able to take over the back line, and they don't have any ultimates to work with. The Motion Justice is not there. So SGB is just going to be taking the soul and 2 kills together with them. Too aggressive too. Stun. Not going to be hitting the Sonic Wave. And the Mountain Soul is going to be the hands of SGB. But look at them. What, Levi? I think this is too early. He's gonna fall.
He had no vision. Good try from Levi. I really like that. Just trying to predict how quickly they were taking the dragon. But Saigon Buffalo also was fully aware of Levi being a sneaky little Vi trying to go for the steal. So they actually waited with their damage on the dragon. We can see this again. Hasmid is so tanky, and he's able to just sustain through all the damage that was on him with all the Heimer turrets, the slows, the Varus poke. But he walks away with half HP, or a little bit less than that. Look at this. SGB is actually not focusing the dragon, so Levi miscounted. He thought they would go instantly on the dragon. Good attempt. I still like it from Levi, but honestly, at this point, Saigon Buffalo is now in such a firm control of the game. But nevertheless, even though Saigon Buffalo definitely looks like they're stomping GAM, it must be so stressful to play against this GAM team, because no matter how far behind they are, no matter how useless their team composition is, they will always pressure you and always make it risky for you to play the game, always put such a huge ask on you to finish the game. That is one of their biggest qualities, playing from behind, playing high percentage league, and also just making it awkward for you, even when you're super far ahead, is one of their biggest strengths. And this game should have been such an easy win for Saigon Buffalo, but it cost them much more nerves than it should have.
Yeah, it took a long time for them to get this win, but SGB still, what's great about this is they were able to redeem themselves from the last game. So this is going to 1-1. I think this is a 1-1 already. I'm not going to be even entertaining the fact that they might be able to turn around on the side of GAM. This is just too much. And SGB already has 3 items on the right people, having even the Jax on Hasbid, having 2 items. This is big. This is big for them. So GAM, they're going to be teleporting in. SGB is just going to be forcing them to run away, but Hasman is going to fall here with the Demolition Justice available right now from Kiaya, but they're not going to be even using it. 5v4 possibility here for the side of GAM. SGB, they need to be careful around them. Levi doesn't have any ultimate still, but they have the Volt Breaker to work with. Catty might be looking for something here, but Explosive Cast isn't going to be closing them out. They use a lot of ultimates in the fight in the mid lane. That's why they can't use anything more here. They have the Flash and Catty. Might be able to turn around with a body slam here. Volt Breaker is going to be coming in. Look at its Glory, too aggressive. Look at that. The damage coming in, and SGB did the Resonating Strike coming in together with them, and this is just going to be kill on Levi. SGB is just going to be turning this game, and this is going to be a 1-1 for our series, and they're just looking for the Nexus turret's number, or rather, the turret right here is not going to be done. They still have mid lane to look at here.
They finish here? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the game is actually, de facto the game is over, but they still need to actually push down the Nexus, and here it comes. Had to wait for the minion wave, and Shogun wants another kill. Nice flash, though.
I think Xin is just going to be running away, and SGB is just going to be taking this game, and that is a 1-1. We have a series right in our hands here, Yule.